Hello there, and welcome to Dr. T for today, July the 26th. We're taking on Stage 1, obviously, and the shock is a little late, but as you can see, you can actually take all four defenses out with one shock if you're really careful, so keep that in mind when you're going up and trying to take it out. Good news is 43k on the HQ, so it's going down nice and easy. On to Stage 2, 85k on this HQ, and there is a shock launcher on the left hand side, and that shock launcher needs to be taken care of. Good news is it only has 7k on it, so pretty easy to take care of that shock launcher. Once the shock launcher is down, your tanks will naturally kind of go up and take out the machine gun and just flare them to the right where that mortar used to be. Obviously let your tanks take the mortar out first, and you'll be able to take out the HQ in complete safety. Stage 3 has 79,000 hit points on it, and again, no shock launchers or boom cannons, which is amazing. Go right hand side towards the GBE boxes, let your tanks blow them up, and just start following the path, I guess, towards the HQ. Now, as you take out the rocket launcher and the goo cylinder, one shock will take out both sniper towers, a mortar, and the rocket launcher, making it much safer for your tanks to kind of go in and clear things out. So by all means, if you got the GBE, throw a shock, maybe two. Should make it nice and easy to get in up close and personal with that HQ, and your tanks will take it down fairly easily and let you move on to Stage 4, which has 151,000 hit points. And I gotta say, if someone's trying to go for that crazy record of killing things really fast, this might be a good day to do it, and we'll get to that later. Obviously, the boom cannon right next to the HQ, 7,500 hit points, needs to go down. If you're using artillery, bridge it with the mortar and the sniper tower, but, you know, do whatever you gotta do to take that bad boy down. From there, go up the right hand side. Your tanks are going to take out the machine guns for a little free GBE in case you need extra help taking out the boom cannon, and then flare up to pretty much where I flared up to there. And your tank should be able to finish off the sniper tower in the north, and if you flare again to where that sniper tower was, basically, that's your safe spot, right there. It's out of the range of the sniper tower. The rocket launcher will slowly work on you, but it's low enough of a level, your tanks should be able to take down the HQ before the rocket launcher takes down your tanks, which will allow you to move on to Stage 5. Stage 5 actually got a little tough. 313,000 HP on the HQ, 13k on each of those boom cannons, which you can see are sitting right on the beach. So obviously I don't have full boats. I'm only dropping 2 smokes. You're going to want to drop 3 smokes, smoke up the entire beach, and then sneak everybody out on the on the left hand side, and your tanks will take out the flamethrowers. Man, the words are failing me. My mouth is just not agreeing with my brain. I apologize. Hopefully my mouth will catch up to said brain. Now, as you take out the flamethrowers, some damage will be thrown at your tanks. It's important to keep a smoke on your medics, or those sniper towers are going to start picking them off. Now, once you get up to the very leftmost side, your tanks are going to start moving back towards the right. They're going to start distracting all the things. Your medics are going to naturally fall in behind, and you can stop worrying about smokes. The bad news is this takes a lot of GBE. Like, if you're not normally taking down 4, this week you can probably, today, you can probably take down 4. If you normally take out 5, but just barely, you may not make it all the way with 5. It's a tough one as far as the level 5s go. That being said, work your way up the left-hand side. Eventually you're going to get onto the HQ. You might lose a tank or 3 or 5, but you're going to take it down in the end, which is what really matters. And you're going to move on to Stage 6. Stage 6 has 353k on the HQ, 14.5 on the boom cannons, 15 on the shock launchers. But here's the crazy thing. nice, straight, easy path for the warriors. So if someone wanted to try breaking the world record for fastest Dr. T, I think it's just over 3 minutes. This might actually be a good day. You got some really nice low-level bases up at the beginning, and then a slow, gradual increase, and you don't even break 300k until you get to HQ 5. So I'm just throwing it out there. I personally can't do it because for some reason the tanks, they just don't go fast enough. But if someone out there is gunning for the title, by all means. Now, because of the boom cannon on the beach, we obviously smoked the whole thing, flared out to the right-hand side this time, and then let the tanks kind of venture forth and take out some of the machine guns. Possibly left them hanging out there a little too long, but not going to get into that. And then I flared up the right-hand side, took out the sniper tower, and basically just kept a shock running on the boom cannon and the shock launchers because, well, I didn't want the boom cannons or shock launchers hitting any of my troops. The only mistake I did make is I kind of let my tanks venture south a little more than I should have, so be mindful of that. Try keeping them a little further to the north. If you have to, just do an extra reflare in there, and it should be no problem. Once you're up in the top here, you'll have a few sniper towers pecking away, but it shouldn't be a big issue. If you've got some free GBE, throw shocks at it, throw critters at it, throw heals on your own tanks, whatever you need, because no more boom cannons, no more shock launchers, you're going to be able to take down stage 6, which again, in keeping in the last couple of weeks, I guess, at this point, stage 6 is tough, man. As far as stage 6s go, pretty tough. And then we go to stage 7, and I didn't even bother with tanks for stage 7, I just went straight to the warriors. 428k on the HQ, 35k on the boom cannons, 39k on the shock launchers, and I was just having no part in it. So what I did is I threw a barrage at the HQ to clear up all the mines around there, and then I threw some smokes and I flared onto the flamethrower. Now, I probably could have gotten away with one smoke, and the other thing is I kind of was lazy. I should have flared onto the flamethrower before dropping my smokes, because then I could have thrown my critters sooner, because my ultimate hope was to get my warriors up to the flamethrower without the rocket launchers really taking too many shots at them to just save the extra hit points. So the way that should have gone is flare onto the flamethrower, throw the critters up towards the mines here, throw the smokes, land the warriors, run the warriors up to the flamethrower, and then smoke them all the way into the HQ. Now, because I am very limited in my GBE, I kind of shorted myself on smokes. If you throw one more smoke into this run, make it, I believe it's a 6 smoke run, you will have much, much better hit points, way more warriors and everything by the time you get to here. The important part is shock the 2 shock launchers, all of the rocket launchers, and of course the flamethrower and mortar on the left hand side. If you shock all of those things, your warriors will do a pretty decent job. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I started getting scared right about here when everything started to die, but it worked out. Thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully this has been helpful, hopefully it's been entertaining, and most importantly, hopefully you guys have a fantastic day.